Hi, my name is Alex with Minuteman Machine, here to give you a quick editorial on how to install your new Jeep spacers. Once you receive them, open them up to make sure that you receive 7 of them. To do the job is quite simple. You primarily just need a socket, ratchet, that's about 18mm socket. Okay? The first thing you want to do is loosen up the 3 rear bolts. Once you have those loosened, which as you can see we've already done that here, just an interest of time, come around to your seats. And on these down here, you'll have 4 right here in the front. Now all 4 of these have to be removed, and again, just in the interest of time, we have them loosen up so we can quickly take these out. Okay, now as you can see, we have removed all 4 of the front seat bolts. Well, the front part of these. Your spacers are then ready to go, however, they're not going to be installed just yet. What you want to do here is now lift your seat to expose the rear. And what I find might help you a little bit is to take your seat belt, give it a quick little tug to hold it for you. Okay? Once you have done that, we, again, for the interest of time, we've already loosened these bolts. So you'll have one here, and then you'll have one on this side. So you have 1, 2, and 3. And like I said, as you can see, we already have them loosened to show you how they get installed. Okay, now that you have the rear bolts loosened up enough, you'll want to take note the spacer has a longer end here, shorter end here, which lines up with the longer part of the bracket. So what you want to do, and you may have to work this a little bit, once you have it loosened up enough, just slide the spacer in, like so, just like that. Once you do that, go ahead and tighten it down. And take note when you're doing this on where your bracket's going to be. Okay? Once you have that tightened down, you'll repeat the process for this side and this one. Okay, now that you have all 3 of them tightened, you may notice a slight gap right here, which is totally fine. The flat part right here with the bracket is what you're looking for. So if you do see a gap right there, it doesn't mean anything, it's completely fine. So now that you have all 3 of these tightened, we can let the seats down. Okay, now one thing you want to take note of is you'll notice how it doesn't fully want to come all the way down. And also your bracket, you can't see on that side. Well, let's look at this one here. Notice the footprint of the bracket, the way it lines up on here. So again, it doesn't matter if you're going this way or this way, as long as your footprint is right underneath, so that when you do tighten it up, you got the larger end here. Same for right over here on this side. Okay, so now as you can see, the spacers are in, lined up right here and here. These are tight. These are tight. Back up. We're almost done. Okay, so as you can see, this is primarily the only tool you'll need, aside from this one. We have, and you want to double check everything. Your front are tight, your 3 underneath are tight, and of course your 3 and the rear are tight as well. So, the last thing to do now, put your cooler in here with your beer, you got the top off and hit the road. And thank you for your purchase.